Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's pick a card reading, our topic is everything is lining up for you. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please always remember that that is the only way to book any of my services with me. So if anybody ever reaches out to you to book one of my services, please know that that is not me. All right, let's get your cards. Spirit, our topic is everything is lining up for you. Can we have a card for pile number 1? Okay. Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have Sunset, and you have the Cinnabrite crystal. Pile number 2, you have Freedom, and you have the Howlite point. Pile number 3, you have Return, and you have the Dalmatian Jasper. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Cinnabrite crystal, and your card is Sunset, and it's number 7. Whew, I get some pretty intense emotions when I look at this card. It goes deep, really, really deep. I'm getting a sense that something is coming to an end, or something did come to an end. I feel like this is deeply emotional. Okay, you see there's all this water here, kind of coming up on the rocks right here, and then obviously there's water back here too. And we're at sunset, right? So there's a lot of change that's happening here. I feel these changes are bittersweet. I'm getting a feeling, let me give you an example of what I'm feeling. I'm getting a feeling of someone who absolutely loves their job, right? But they've gotten this amazing new opportunity for a promotion or a new career or a new job with a different company, something like that. And it's like so good that you just can't pass up this opportunity, but at the same time, you have to say goodbye to this other job that you love. Okay, so that's kind of one of the feelings I'm getting here, okay? It could also be for some of you that you're getting ready to graduate from school, and you just absolutely loved your school, your professors, your program, and you know the people that you were in school with, and now it's time to move on and get a job, and it's bittersweet because it's very exciting, but at the same time, it's really sad at the same time. For others of you, I'm feeling like something that's coming to an end could be a bad situation. This could be a relationship, and maybe the relationship wasn't necessarily bad, but maybe you're just parting ways. You've come upon differences that you can't really work through. You know, so you get the idea, right? This could even be for some of you giving up some sort of addiction or making some kind of lifestyle change that's very emotional, but at the same time, you kind of know it's something that you need to do. Okay, so I feel something's ending, but something else is beginning as well. And Spirit is saying that it's time to move on. Okay, it's time to close this chapter. Spirit is also saying that these changes are inevitable, just like the sun setting is inevitable, but the sun's going to rise in the morning, right? So this is a change that you need to go through for one reason or another. For your soul's growth, basically is kind of how it sums up here. So Spirit says just go with it, okay? things are lining up for you, okay? Whether I feel some of you absolutely know that things are already lined up and it's going to be perfect, it's going to be great. And then others of you are like, yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, but Spirit says no, it's going to be good. Okay, let's look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Everything is lining up for pile number 1. What can you tell us about that? Ooh, interesting. You have desert passage, trust there is a divine plan. Look at how similar these cards are. Like this pathway, right? And in both cards, you're kind of in between those two worlds, right? Like here, you're saying goodbye to one thing and about ready to move forward with something else, and you're doing the exact same thing here. So very interesting. The topic of this reading, everything is lining up for you. And then Spirit says, trust there is a divine plan. Okay. And look at the sun here. Okay. I just got chills. You're going to see some synchronicities happening. You're going to see doors opening if you haven't already. Okay. If you've already seen these doors opening for you, I just got chills again. It's going to be life-changing. And if you haven't seen these doors open yet, if something has come to an end here and you're feeling really sad and devastated and not knowing what the next step is, Spirit says, I understand it's very, very difficult and you may not see the sun coming up figuratively, right, the next day. But Spirit says the sun is going to rise again. There's a plan. So just go with the flow, okay? All right, this card is really drawing my attention. Taking shelter, the answers are within. It has to do with your soul. It has to do with your soul's growth. The answers are within you. I feel some of you already know the answers. Some of you were kind of woken up to the next step, okay? Because this is making me think of the Hermit. Okay, because if you see there's someone here holding the lantern, and I feel like they've, come from over here and now they're here, and it was a long journey getting here. So it's giving me a sense of either some of you know what your path forward is, and okay, there's a divine plan, and I just know within my soul that I need to take these steps going forward. I need to make these changes, and you know exactly where you're going. Others of you, I feel, if you don't already now have an understanding of why these changes are taking place, you will, okay? You're going to come out of this for the better. Okay, you're going to land in exactly the perfect place, exactly where you're supposed to be. So in the meantime, what Spirit is saying with taking shelter is go easy on yourself, okay? No matter what your situation is, this is an exciting time, but it's also a scary time. It's a time of I'm getting goodbyes and closing one door and opening another door, and that can be really, really scary and really, really emotional. So just be gentle with yourself, okay? There is so much emotion going on in this pile. It is really, really intense. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Everything is lining up. Okay. Ooh, look at this card. Oh, very interesting. There seems to be like a pathway here. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm seeing it as like a pathway being guided somewhere. And not being alone as you go forward. It's a very comforting card. And loyalty. I'm getting loyalty with the dog here. Oh my gosh, this dog looks a little bit like the dog in pile number 3. So obviously we haven't gotten there yet, but if you're drawn to that pile, then feel free to watch that. It may have a message in there for you. Okay, so your card says, nomads, no matter how unfamiliar the territory before you may seem, you are not lost. Wow. You are on a meaningful quest and you will find what you seek. And then it says, I am always at home within my heart. Oof. That is so powerful. So powerful. You are on a meaningful quest and you will find what you seek. There's a divine plan. The answers are within. I'm telling you, I am telling you, everything's going to come together. This pain, this discomfort, this sadness from leaving something and moving on, it's going to pass, okay? It's absolutely going to pass. And anyone who is meant to stay in your life as you move forward, they're going to stay in your life. They're going to stay in contact with you, okay? And unfortunately, as we move forward, some things are just meant to fade away. But that's for our highest good, okay? All right, what else would you like to say to pile number 1? Okay, let's take this one. These cards are really hard to shuffle. Okay, so this is your card here. And look, I feel like you're going on a journey and something's going with you. I keep getting the sense that you're not alone. And look at these mountains here. So I feel like there's going to be some challenges going forward, but the journey is filled with such beautiful things going forward, and your destination is going to be even better, okay? You're fully prepared for this. Look, this person has like a little purse here, really cute purse. If you can see, it's like over her shoulder. She has her little cow here. I mean, everything is lining up for you. Okay. So your card says Nandi, magical white bull. Did I call that yeah, okay. I said it was a cow, but it's a bull, but you get the point, right? I mean, you know, kind of the same thing. Okay, magical white bull brings divine protection, messages, and healing. Keep moving forward. You are on the right path. Wow. I walk my path with curiosity, openness, and trust. Wow. So you're protected with this divine plan. You're absolutely protected. And then it says messages and healing. So remember I just told you the sadness is going to pass. And messages, I believe I mentioned something about, did I mention that? I think I did. It was something about doors opening or synchronicities or something like that. I can't remember the specifics on what I said. But you're on the right path, okay? So just remember that. You're on the right path. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Everything is lining up for pile number 1. What can you tell us about that, please? Okay. Very intense, like I said. So this is the Tower card. Very, very intense. And actually, I want to look at this card for a minute. I want to really take this in. So interesting. There's so much going on in this card. Okay. First of all, let me point out that if you don't already understand that this is painful, but it has to be this way, it's time to move on, like your intuition, this inner pull within your soul is telling you it's going to be okay. It's meant to happen, okay? If you don't know that already, you will, okay? The answers are within. This moon card here is like screaming at me that your intuition has been telling you that it's time to move on, that there's like greatness waiting for you if you move on, okay? So some of you may already know that. Some of you may be so caught up in the emotions that you're not hearing your intuition right now, okay? Which is okay. You will. You'll get it, okay? Like it'll all make sense is what I'm trying to say. If it doesn't right now, it will make sense. Remember when I was talking about the sunset? It's inevitable that the sun's going to set and then the sun rises the next day, right? The Tower card, this is something that was basically divinely guided, okay? If something came to an end that you had no control over, it's just meant to be this way. Okay, trust that there's a divine plan. If something came to an end that you knew was going to come to an end, and you're going with the flow, then Spirit says that's great. You're trusting there's a divine plan and you're moving forward. Okay, so I'm so curious what comes after the Tower card. Wow, this is so powerful. I can't even tell you how powerful these cards are. Okay, so powerful, so powerful. Okay, Six of Wands is about victory, but look at this particular Six of Wands. There is an archway here, similar to an archway that we have here, right? And the door has been opened, and this person on this horse has just come through that door. How did they get here though? They got here because they had the Tower moment. I'm telling you, this Six of Wands, it's a victory card. It's a card of coming out on the other side victoriously, going through something that was incredibly challenging. Remember how I talked about this card? You have the mountains here. How it's, yeah, you're going to have challenges, but you have safety. You have all the tools that you need in this purse here. And these challenges are going to bring with them great abundance, great rewards, okay? And that's exactly what we have going on here with the Tower and the Six of Wands. Okay, then we have the Emperor. Everything's coming together. There is absolutely a divine plan, okay? If you didn't believe it here with this card, you can believe it here, because the Emperor is someone who does have a divine plan, someone who has literally like this great plan. Like literally they have great plans, okay? The Emperor does. So if things don't make sense right now, they will. Spirit says keep going forward, keep you know, stay positive, keep the positive energy going, or at least try to, okay? It may not look like it right now, but there actually is a divine plan. But in order for that to happen, certain things had to fall apart, like we see with the Tower card. And I mean, I'm seeing here how emotional this Sunset card is. Like I felt it with the Sunset card, but like I got a sense of just wanting to cry. It was like this overwhelming emotion that was coming through with the Sunset card. So just know there's a divine plan. Everything, if you don't have a plan yet, you will. Everything will start to come together, and everything's going to make sense. The Page of Swords. Like I said, everything's going to make sense. So I'm getting a sense of communication. There's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of thoughts, trying to figure things out. And this is true even if you, even if this was planned, and you know, like I said, for some of you, maybe you're moving on, you're changing careers, you're moving on, getting a promotion at a job, or moving to a different company, whatever it is, right? Those are just examples. And even though that's a great thing, you know it's a great thing, but at the same time, you have this incredible sense of sadness. And so it's kind of like this weird place to be in, where it's like, well, I know this is for my higher good. I know I need to do this for the greater good of my career or my finances or my soul. But at the same time, it's like, oh, this just, you know, it's so painful going through these changes. Okay. So this chaos is going to dissipate and everything's going to become very, very clear. Okay, because even if this is something that is like the best idea you've ever had, there's still a sense of pain that's coming with it, how things are ending. That's going to dissipate. And what I'm really getting with this Page of Swords is that the more and more you immerse yourself in this movement forward, this change, the more those feelings are going to dissipate, and the more you're going to be absolutely 100% positive that you made the right decision. Then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah. So this is what I was just talking about, how for a period of time, there's this transition, this period of What have I done? Even if you know that you made the right decision, there's still a sense of kind of second guessing yourself, a sense of, during this restructuring, because with the Tower, these changes were inevitable. Okay, some of you will be dealing with them a little bit easier than others. Okay, but even those of you who are dealing with this as best as possible, it's still going to be difficult for you making this transition. And so I feel for a period of time, you might be a little bit of kind of like a hermit where you don't really want to socialize that much, or if you do, your heart's not 100% in it and you're just trying to rebalance from this chaotic energy. And for others of you who these changes were a complete and total shock, it might take you a little bit longer. You might need to sit here a little bit longer, and Spirit says that's perfectly fine, okay? What's important here is that you have the answers, so it's all going to make sense, okay? So just be patient with yourself. And look, there's an owl here, okay? First of all, you're being divinely guided. Second of all, your intuition is going to kick in if it hasn't already, and you're going to see things differently than you do right now, okay? Because, like, oh my gosh, I can't even explain to you this feeling that I'm getting right now of just this intense abundance, this intense greatness that's coming into your life by being brave and by going through these changes. And I just heard following your heart. Okay, so some of you are going through these changes because you're following your heart. Others of you, these changes happened because you weren't following your heart, but you're supposed to. And once you transition through these changes, then you're going to be following your heart, okay? Some of you may be saying, I can't even see that right now because I'm in so much pain from this Tower moment. But Spirit says, trust me, it's going to happen. You're going to see it. It's all going to come together. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. And I feel like once you understand that, that's when this pain comes to an end. That's when you can move on. It's kind of like a light bulb moment that we see here with the answers are within with this lantern. It's like something clicks. So for those of you who made a conscious decision to make these changes, as you go through these challenges and waiting for everything to fall into place, some of you might even second guess yourselves, okay? And you might say, oh my gosh, did I make the right decision? Things are more difficult than I expected, or things haven't completely lined up yet. And so you might second guess yourself, but Spirit says, keep going, trust that there is a divine plan here, and trust that everything is going to work out for you. And, yeah, just know. So there's a sense of everything's coming together. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. And, this is going to come to an end. Okay, what else do we have here? Wow. So you have the Star card. So this is dreams coming true. This is balance. This is healing. This is your hopes and your dreams are right there. Everything is coming together. There's so much healing from this Tower moment that we had, or that you had, right? Night and day. I'm hearing it's literally night and day. You can't get to your dreams in this particular situation. You cannot reach your dreams if you stay over here. If you stay before you have the Tower moment, you can't reach your dreams. It's like you might be able to see your dreams, but you can't quite get there. You can't quite touch it. It's like untouchable for some reason. Certain things had to come to an end in order for you to reach your greatest potential, in order for you to really hit the mark with your hopes and your dreams coming true. Okay? Sorry, there's a plane that's a little bit loud. Okay, so here we have the Five of Wands. Oh, you know what I just heard with the Five of Wands? The only thing standing in your way is yourself. That's what I just heard. I'm also hearing that you're going to rise above difficulties, especially because the Five of Wands is right below the Six of Wands. And so do you see the progression here? The Five of Wands talks about difficulty. And with this particular Five of Wands, the difficulty is with your mind or with how you're looking at things, okay? In the traditional tarot deck, there are 5 people with wands who are kind of, you know, battling each other. And it's kind of that same thing here, only you're only battling yourself, okay? It could be that you're so stressed out about the situation, you don't really see that all you need to do here is move this wand a little bit, and then you're free to step out of where you are right now. So there is a sense of perspective, a sense of looking at challenges differently, okay? Because remember with this card, there are challenges on your path ahead, but I mean, when are there not? Truly, right? I mean, even if you get a new job and you know, you love this job, but there's still that training period, there's still that period of learning things and, you know, figuring out how things work. If you're starting your own business, there's definitely challenges trying to figure all that out, right? Especially if you've never done that before. So these challenges are going to be overcome. It's just, you know, looking at things differently. It's having patience with yourself, not giving up. Keep going, Spirit says, because you have the Six of Wands coming out of the Five of Wands. So you being, or you having a sense of dedication to this particular movement forward is going to take you far, okay? Being dedicated, having a sense of perseverance, keep pushing through, and you're going to be rewarded greatly. And here you have the Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands, I'm seeing that there are a lot of different options for you as you move forward. And I feel that part of the challenge moving forward will be choosing the right things to put your energy into. Okay, so Spirit is saying to be selective, to use your intuition. Weren't we talking about intuition somewhere here? Oh yeah, with the owl. Was it anywhere else? I guess maybe not. Why do I feel, oh, of course, the Tower card. Oh my gosh. I knew there was somewhere else that was talking about intuition. Okay, and here you have intuition here. So definitely, Spirit is saying that as you go forward, because there's absolutely something new that's happening here, right? We see that one door is closing, another one's opening. And as you go through these changes, as new opportunities are coming into your life, Spirit says it's really important for you to get a good grasp on what these particular things will be bringing into your life. You know, how does it feel? Use your intuition, in the sense of, does this feel right? If it doesn't feel right, then say no to it. Take a pass on it, because something else will be coming up almost immediately once you say no to something if it doesn't feel right. And here we have the Justice card. Absolutely. Definitely, if it doesn't feel right, don't pursue it. Don't say yes to it. Something will be right around the corner for you that will be so much better suited for you. This shift that you're going through, okay, is all about balance, okay? Everything is lining up for you, but it's also about listening to your intuition, being very, very, very clear about what you want moving forward, having a great understanding of what you don't want as well, and saying no to those things, that don't feel right. And by doing that, everything's going to line up for you. Definitely this could be a new job with the Justice card here. Some of you may be going through a divorce, okay? Some of you may be moving somewhere completely new. in signing a new lease or buying a new home somewhere, going in a new direction, feeling like you're being pulled or being called to a particular place, location, thing, new job, new career, whatever it is, and listening to that and moving forward, trusting in that guidance. Everything's lining up for you. Everything's going to balance out. And certain things need to unravel so that other things can come together. And then we have the Nine of Cups here. Wow. Wow. Huge, huge success. Huge success. This is another card of your dreams coming true. Okay. You feeling on top of the world. You feeling like you've never been this successful ever in your entire life. Feeling emotionally balanced. Feeling like you have control over everything again. Everything lining up for you. There is so much growth waiting for you. Okay. On the other side of this, and I keep seeing like rising higher and higher and higher, and having the ability to like kind of like do what you want and dictate your life, and having more control over your life, and also gaining some kind of skill, gaining a skill. So this could be, you know, with a new job, career, going to school for something for some of you. Others of you, this is a different kind of skill. This is like something that no one can ever take away from you. Very interesting. It's like being untouchable somehow. Like being so empowered and having such control over your life now that you would never go back to where you were, like what created this tower moment. And I don't know, it's somehow you just have more control over everything. You've been divinely guided. Okay, let's see what your last card is. I love this. Your last card is the Sun card. Could you have a better card for your last card? I mean, look at this. It's like you're standing on top of the world. You have victory. And did I see, I guess I didn't. I thought I saw like a flag somewhere else, but I guess I didn't. Your dreams are coming true here, okay? You have 3 cards that show your dreams are coming true down here. You see how it's all after the Ten of Swords? So what's happening here, you know, like I said, this is a very, very emotional card with the Sunset card. Whether you decided to move away from something, you know, whether that was the plan all along, or whether it was done for you and forcing you to make these changes, no matter what the situation, you have been divinely guided into a new place in your life. I'm seeing new friends, new jobs, new opportunities. The sky is the limit is what I just heard. And look at this person on the Sun card. They have wings, okay? There's freedom, okay? There's freedom coming from this, even though it might not look like it at first for some of you. There is such movement forward. There's like a huge, huge, huge up-leveling of energy here. So I wish you so much luck here. Everything's going to work out for you. Everything is going to line up. Yes, you're going to have your challenges, challenges going on as you progress through these changes, emotional challenges, but it's all going to work out. It's all going to be worth it. And you're going to be so glad that things turned out the way they did. All right, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Howlite point, and your card is Freedom, number 44. And I don't know if you can quite see, but there are chains kind of all over this picture here on the door. So I get the sense that you're breaking free from something, leaving something that was weighing you down. Okay. And I feel like you're like breathing new life into your soul. Okay. There's like new growth, birthing something, doors are opening for you. I feel like there's divine timing also. So I'm getting a sense for some of you, you're trying to break into some kind of industry or waiting for your big break or trying to find your perfect job. Or let's say you have like your eye on this company that you want to work for, and you're finally breaking through that door, right? You're finally getting an opportunity to do what you want and to show the world what you can do. So that's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you're breaking free from something, something that was holding you back, or there's something going on that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're wondering like, is this ever going to happen? Okay. What Spirit is saying here is that everything is lining up for you, and these barriers that were once keeping you in one place or preventing you from getting what you want, those are coming to an end. And look at how bright the sun is shining here. So things are lining up for you, things are changing, and I'm getting a sense of synchronicities also with number 44. So being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people at the right time, things like that. I'm also getting that you're going to have a greater sense of autonomy with how your life is going to be progressing from this point forward. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2? Oh, okay, those are your 2 cards. Oh, interesting. Ascending the mountain, keep going forward. Absolutely. I love this. So you've gone through challenges. You got here, right? And that's great. Keep going forward. Like, this is not the end for you. Now that you've broken free from something, keep going forward. Look at all the growth that's happening right here. Okay. There's more growth going forward. Are there challenges? Yeah, obviously you have these mountains here, but your path seems to be clearer, because can you see there's like a pathway going through here? And somehow this pathway has become clearer for you. And I feel like things are you're still going to have challenges, but at the same time, somehow things are easier for you. Because I feel like this here was the hardest part. Overcoming something or achieving something that got you from point A to point B. And now doors are really opening up for you. Maybe you had to be here for a certain amount of time to accomplish certain things or to prove yourself or something like that. And now doors are opening for you. Ooh, look at that. So you have first light and beginning a new cycle. Absolutely. And look right here. You have this bird, and there are, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. There are 4 bird eggs right here. Remember I showed you 44 and I told you you might see synchronicities, and now you have 4 bird eggs. Wow. You're going to see more synchronicities as you go forward. The number 4 could be important for you. So the number 4 could mean April. This could be 4 weeks from now. This could be, 4 weeks from whenever you're watching this. This is a timeless reading. 444. So it could be 444. Anything like that. Definitely keep your eye out for signs like that, and definitely listen to your intuition. I feel like certain things are literally going to fall into your lap. Okay. When we look at everything is lining up for you, and look at these flowers and the leaf just kind of falling from the sky, I feel like that's literally going to be happening, where things just literally knock on your door, fall in your lap, or, I feel like things are going to have a strange way of showing up in your life. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2? Okay, are there 2 here? Okay, those are your 2 cards then. Okay, so this is your first card, and look there's this little duck right here. Can you see that? It's really cute. You know what I'm feeling? Oh, is this a little bird? This little bird. You know what I'm feeling? I mean, I know I said it was a duck, but you know, it looks more like a bird now. These eggs are hatching. That's exactly what's happening. You have this little bird here. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. Okay, so this is your card. You have some butterflies on here. This tree with all this growth, these beautiful things happening in your life with this new beginning that you're going to be experiencing. Okay, it says, tree spirit, seek restfulness in the sanctuary of your soul. You are spiritually protected and many good things will happen. Beings of unconditional love, help me in all ways. You're being divinely guided. In this growth that you're going through, you're being divinely guided. And Spirit says, don't worry about things. The hardest part is over. Yeah, you're still going to have challenges moving forward, but this was the hardest part. And it's now over. Or it will be very, very soon. Okay, this is your second card. Your intuition is going to be one of the most important things. Oh, you know what I'm also seeing with this card is that as you go forward, as new opportunities start coming into your life, it's important to listen to your intuition. And if it's a maybe, if you're like, oh, well, you know, that might work, that's probably a no, okay? If it's not like a yes, or like, yes, that's absolutely what I've been waiting for, Spirit says it's okay to wait for the next thing, okay? All right, time travelers, you have all it takes to accomplish your dreams. You will naturally attract helpful friends and wise guidance along your way. And then down here it says, I believe in myself. Ooh, I love that for you. You have everything that you need to accomplish your goals. You're beginning a new cycle. Do you see how it was really dark here? Like, you know, on that side of the card, it's kind of dark. And then all of a sudden the door opens and you have this bright light, and then you have first light here. You don't have to go back here, okay? I feel that this was emotionally painful being here. For some of you, it may have been like very devastating. And for others of you, it may have been more of a sense of, oh, I really want to move forward, but I can't move forward yet. And so it was like emotionally painful. And others of you, it was like really being gutted by something. This is changing, okay? You're in control. As soon as this door opens, you're in control moving forward. And you're going to have great, great, great allies, spirit guides, friends, mentors, you know, whatever your situation is, that are going to show up, that are going to help you along the way. All right. What else would you like to tell pile number 2, please? We're looking at everything is lining up for pile number 2. What can you add? Okay. The Two of Wands, very interesting. So you will have some decisions to make. You will have options, okay? Things being presented to, oh, yes, 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 yes. Things being presented to you. Remember I told you to use your intuition? Your intuition is your greatest, greatest, greatest friend right now. Use your intuition, especially when certain options look too easy or too good to be true, okay? Don't be afraid to take the more challenging route. That is what Spirit is saying here. Believe in yourself, believe that you can do it, and believe that you will do it. And you will make the right decision, Spirit says. So don't jump into the first opportunity that knocks on your door unless it's that absolute, yes, this is it. If it's like, well, you know, I mean, this, like, maybe I could make this work and I don't have another opportunity right now, so I'm just going to take it. Spirit says to, hold off on that and wait for the next thing, because it's not going to be that much longer before something else comes in for you. Exactly. Look at all these choices you have here. So this is the Lover's card. You're going to make the right choice. This choice that you're going to be making as you move forward is going to elevate you. It's going to be like the perfect pairing of people, places, and things in your life. And look at here, beings of unconditional love help me in all ways. And then you have the Lover's card here, which can definitely indicate unconditional love. And then here you attract helpful friends and wise guidance along your way, and unconditional love. So some of you could definitely be finding your soulmate, finding a new romantic partner along the way. Some of you with freedom, some of you may have been in a relationship or in a marriage that was no longer where you wanted to be. And maybe it took you a while to break free from that, right? And if that's the case, and if you're wondering, am I going to find true love? Am I going to find my partner and have a happy life? Absolutely. You absolutely will. For others of you, I feel like you may have been feeling stuck or trapped in a job, a career, a place where you were living. It just became so uncomfortable and feeling of like unbearable, okay? You're going to find your happy place. Everything's going to come together. If you're looking for a new job or career, you're going to see the path forward, and you're going to have what it takes to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish to keep moving forward in that new job or that new career. So here we have the Backpacker of Pentacles, and the Backpacker is the Knight. So the Knight of Pentacles. This makes a lot of sense. So first of all, you're going to love where you're going, and you're going to really feel the sense of freedom to, of like enjoyment, where here, I don't think there was much enjoyment with these chains on the door, right? Something about this, you felt stuck, you felt chained down, weighed down by something. But with this decision moving forward, these changes that you're going to be going through and how everything is lining up for you, you're going to love it. And so it's like, what is that saying? What is it with it's the journey and the destination? I can't think of how that goes, but anyway, it doesn't matter, because what I'm trying to get at here is that as you're going along this path, right, this new path forward, everything starts lining up for you. And yeah, you're going to have certain challenges, but nothing like this. Trust me, nothing like this. Because these challenges that you're going through, you're actually going to somehow enjoy them along the way, okay? And you're going to have this great sense of confidence, this great sense of direction, and knowing that this plan is all going to work out for you. And so you're dedicated to this plan moving forward. This plan moving forward is dedicated to you. These new people, places, and things that are coming into your life are going to be as equally interested in you and dedicated to you as you are to them. And it's almost like this magnetized energy where people, places, and things are coming into your life, and you're being drawn to these things at the perfect time. Okay, with all these stars here, everything is starting to line up for you in all areas of your life. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. You are or will be building a whole new life for yourself. I feel for some of you, you actually, for all of you, this has happened. Some of you, it's figuratively. Some of you, it's literal. in the sense of packing up your belongings and moving somewhere else. So this could be packing up your belongings at work and moving into a new job. This could be packing up and moving into a completely different location. And I feel like you've been guided, okay? I feel like you've been patient, or as patient as you could be when you were waiting here, right? I feel like there was a great sense of frustration, but also a sense of patience at least at certain times for some of you. Maybe you didn't have that sense of patience 100% of the time, but ultimately you had patience, you got through it, and you're going to be guided as you go along. There's definitely a lot of change in the air, like seasons changing or something like that with these leaves falling. There's also a mountain here. So no matter what challenges, Spirit is saying this again, no matter what challenges you face as you go forward, Spirit says know that everything is lining up for you. And if certain things don't work out exactly as you wanted, Spirit says that's all part of the plan. Keep going forward, because as you go forward, certain things are just going to be guides in your life, and they're not meant to stay in your life, okay? The Magician, I love this. I love this. So the first thing I'm getting with the Magician, these new beginnings, you have what it takes to accomplish your dreams, your goals, okay? You absolutely have everything that it takes. And I'm also feeling that it's going to be like magic, the way things appear, okay? Spirit says that if you have a plan, if you know what you want to see happen, definitely this would be a great time to start manifesting that, to write it down, create a vision board, meditate, okay, and visualize these things as though they've already happened, as though you already have these things. And I'm literally seeing that it's going to be like magic, where people, places, and things just appear on your path. Because you see here with this Four of Pentacles, this person's moving forward, but they've paused for a second, kind of contemplating, okay, like contemplating the path forward, or waiting for a sign, waiting for something else to show up. And then it shows up. It's almost like effortless that things just kind of come together for you. So much easier than it was over here. The Sun card. Aw. Look at this. I'm sorry, I have to laugh a little bit, because this person, like the sun is shining so brightly that this person is like, oh, I need to shield my eyes a little bit because it's so radiant. It's so amazing. And I feel like this is almost like how you're going to feel, or how you will feel. Look at all of these sunflowers. It's like one thing after another just kind of shows up in your life exactly when you need it. You're in the right place at the right time. You're meeting the right people. And it's like everywhere you look is this great sense of abundance and everything lining up for you. And there's so much growth. I'm feeling another thing here is a great sense of spirituality, or something like that, where it's like, oh, okay, I see. It's a great sense of gratitude. A great sense of gratitude for how everything has lined up for you, and for all of the gifts that you have received, is in things showing up at the right time for you to move forward. I'm also feeling like you're going to have a new friend group, like a lot of really, really solid people in your life. People you can count on, people who appreciate you for who you are, and a lot of really good fun times coming up for you. Yeah, look at how much fun this person is having here. So this is the Chariot card. I feel like you're going to come to a point in time where not only are these challenges a thing of your past, but these little challenges here are also a thing of your past. And you know, you've made these right decisions here. You've climbed here. You've gotten through this mountainous region here, and you worked so hard to get to where you are, and you are so happy and so proud of yourself that you made it, that now it's time to relax a little bit. Okay, now it's time for a vacation. Now it's time to have some fun with friends, whatever it is. There's a huge celebration coming up for you with this Chariot card. Absolutely. It's a hard-won journey, but it is so, so worth it. You know, another thing I'm seeing with the Backpacker of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing that Spirit is saying to celebrate your small wins along the way. Take time out to celebrate yourself, to celebrate how far you've come. The Six of Wands. Yeah, you have such a great sense of victory. And look, the celebration continues because you're relaxing here again, okay? You're with friends. You're with family. You're with good people, whoever's around here. Because can you see that how the wands here are holding marshmallows? So to me, that's telling me that there's other people that you're with, that you're celebrating your success. Other people are celebrating your success. And I feel like you've come to have a great passion for something, or possibly someone, possibly both, okay? Because this fire here, I'm feeling like some of you landed somewhere kind of by accident, where you kind of took a different direction, or your plan was for things to turn out this particular way, and then all of a sudden something just pops up on your timeline that changes everything. And it's kind of like this accidental falling into exactly where you're supposed to be. So that could be like a change of plans at the very last minute. You were supposed to meet friends at this one restaurant. There was a mix-up and you end up at another restaurant. But when you're there, you meet your soulmate, okay? Or you were absolutely supposed to get this one particular job, and you went to 3 interviews, you're just about to sign paperwork, and then all of a sudden it fell through. And then all of a sudden something else unexpected popped up, and you're like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I could do that. And then you don't say yes right away. The more you think about it, though, the more you know, oh my gosh, that is so perfect for me. I'm so glad that other job fell through. I'm getting a sense of something like that happening here. And the sense of gratitude, I'm telling you, is amazing, amazing. Gratitude that you're not here anymore, and gratitude that you didn't give up. Because like I said, you're going to have some challenges, that you kept going and that you listened to your intuition. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a lot of growth coming in for you. And I'm telling you, when I say everything is lining up for you, it's like opportunities are going to be growing on trees, okay? People, good opportunities, timelines, everything just lines up for you to the point where you can just take your basket and you can say, okay, I want this, I want to do this, I want, this kind of person in my life, I want this type of job, I want this, I want to make this amount of money, I want to be able to, take nice vacations and relax, and it's all lining up for you. Everything is coming into balance. Everything is coming into balance, and it's all because this thing is breaking open for you. And I'm seeing for some of you, like someone kicking this door open, like whoever's coming out of this door. I'm seeing you like kicking that door open and saying, that's it. I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm taking a stand. I'm taking control over my life. I'm going to make these changes, or I'm going to, extract certain things from my life, and I'm never looking back. So there's huge, huge, huge sense of empowerment going on here. The Explorer of Swords. So the Explorer is the Queen of Swords. Absolutely. What was I just telling you? That I'm seeing some of you actually kicking this door down so that you have the sense of freedom. Okay. The Explorer of Swords. So the Queen of Swords. This is looking at things differently. So much different than you did over here. I feel over here there was a sense of accepting things that you didn't want in your life, or accepting things like, well, this is just the way it is. No, not anymore. Not when you kick that door down and you released yourself from whatever was holding you back here. Looking at things differently. Having a great sense of gratitude, a sense of understanding where you've come from over here, and knowing that you're never going to go back to this feeling of being trapped, being stuck, and you will not go back here. Okay, I can tell you that you will not go back there. And everything starts to make sense. Everything's coming together. And remember I told you here about being very, very discerning with decisions, with options. And if it's like, well, you know, that might work out. Let me see what I can do with it. No. You're becoming so empowered with making those type of decisions here. You're no longer afraid to say no to things. You're no longer afraid to cut things out of your life that are not offering some sort of, I don't want to say benefit, but things that are not helping you grow, things that are not adding anything positive to your life. You're no longer willing to accept that, and you will not accept that. You will take this little knife here and you will cut it right out of your life. Okay, very empowering. Wow, now you have the Explorer of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, you're in control. Okay. This could absolutely have something to do with career for a lot of you, or a creative passion that you have and becoming successful in doing that. Maybe some of you are leaving a 9-to-5 job and you're going to become like a travel blogger, or, you know, a photographer or something like that. Whatever it was over here, it was holding you back so much that I feel like it was like diminishing your soul. It was like suffocating you. You felt stuck. You felt trapped. You just felt like, oh, I can't breathe. I need to break out of this. And what you're finding is your passion, like I talked about with the Lover's card. Like you have some pretty serious decisions to make coming up, but it's all going to be worth it. And you're going to know exactly what the right decision is. You're going to be guided. You're going to be very, very, very successful. I feel like a lot of you are following a passion that you have. I feel like it's risky. I feel like it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of dedication, but you have that. And I don't know. I just feel like you're going to be so incredibly successful. Don't doubt yourself, and don't doubt the power of everything lining up at the perfect time. Okay, so now you have the Guide of Wands. Wow. Wow, wow. So the Guide of Wands is the King of Wands. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands and you have the King of Wands. And what was I just saying? Didn't I say, what did I say? Something like, don't underestimate the power of things lining up in your life. And then I was saying, oh yeah, it was with this card. Oh, and I'm seeing it here too now with the Four of Pentacles. Remember I told you that things are literally going to fall into your lap, fall on your path, fall into your life with the leaves and the plants, flowers here. And then you have the leaves falling down on your path here. I can't believe I missed that with this card. Look at this, okay? Something's literally jumping into your life. So, so many opportunities are going to land directly on your path. a lot of times when you least expect it. And so what I'm seeing here is that this is just the beginning. This success that you have here, these celebrations that you have, this balance that you have, this is just the beginning. With the Explorer of Swords and then the Queen of Wands, so the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands, I'm getting a great sense of you have these moments in your life where you have this great sense of accomplishment, you reach this goal, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I did that. What else can I do? And the second you start thinking about what else you can do, once again, people, places, and things drop into your life unexpectedly, where it could be you have a conversation with someone and someone says, oh my gosh, I need to introduce you to someone. And then you get introduced, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're, accepting a new job, or you're moving somewhere new, or you have this new opportunity or something like that. And it keeps happening over and over and over for you. Okay. It's really interesting because here you have the Four of Pentacles, right? Here you have three things falling from the sky, and then you have three pentacles here on your path. You have the one pentacle in the backpack, and then what do you have here? Something else falling into your life. So I'm going to say this is going to happen probably around 4 times for you, where these unexpected things just kind of fall in your lap at the most unexpected times, which then takes you to this next level of this amazing journey that you're going on. And let me tell you, you will never, ever be in a position ever again where you feel stuck or tied down or imprisoned by something. Okay? That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Dalmatian Jasper, and your card is Return, and it's number 17. The energy that I'm getting from this card is that you are returning to yourself. So it seems like there's something that may have happened in your life, something that was stressful, something that was very taxing on you, your energy, your spirit, your soul, all of those things, right? And you're coming out on the other side of this. You're feeling better, you're feeling more confident, you're feeling healed, you're feeling peaceful, and you're returning to your life. I feel other things are also coming back into your life, and these things are going to be very loyal to you, okay? Because you have the Dalmatian Jasper crystal, and then you have the dog here. So I'm getting a sense of attracting things into your life that will be loyal to you. So that could be people, that could be a job, that could be a place or a thing that will be loyal to you. So when I say place or thing, like for instance, if you move somewhere, let's say that you went through something that was that kind of took you out of the world for a little bit. You had to heal from it. And then you say, you know what, I'm going to pick up and move and go somewhere. So that new place, I'm seeing it being loyal to you in the sense of finding, great friends, finding a good job. And as long as you put in the effort to kind of, acquire these new things in your life, then it's like your effort, your loyalty to these things will be matched back to you, okay? And that's for whatever's going on with your particular situation here. So I'm also feeling like things are going to be different for you. I'm getting this great sense of you won't have to experience things like you did before. Like it's going to be different. It's going to be easier this time. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Everything is lining up for pile number 3. What can you tell us about that? I feel like this one and this one. I like this. Breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. This door is opening for you. I feel like you've put a lot of effort into something, and I feel like this has to do with putting a lot of effort into yourself, putting a lot of effort into healing from something. Some of you may have put a lot of effort into learning a new skill. Some of you may have put a lot of effort into, like for instance, school. Some of you may have left and gone somewhere else for school, and now you're returning home. Because wherever it was that wherever you were when you were gone, okay, in hibernation or whatever it was that you were doing, somehow I feel like you were bettering yourself. You were putting effort into something or yourself. And I feel like it's your time. This door is going to open, and it's going to be like opportunity is literally like knocking at your door. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Yeah. And for some of you, this new horizon is going right back to where you started. Very interesting. You know, I'm also feeling like some of you lost your way. Some of you were on a path and somehow lost your way, and it took you a while to come back, okay? Like for instance, you know, some people when they get into a relationship, they kind of lose themselves in that relationship, and they no longer have like a personal identity. Their whole identity kind of becomes this relationship. And I'm kind of feeling like that as an example of that's probably happening for some of you, but obviously not all of you. But it's kind of that same thing where maybe you went through a period of deep depression, or you went through a period where you were working this job and you were making great money, but it was really like sucking the soul out of your body. Okay, and now you've quit that job and now you're back, okay? Or you left that relationship and now you're back. And so faraway places, this can mean that you went to faraway places where you kind of lost that sense of self, or it could mean that you're about to, and you've come back, or it could mean that, you're about to pack your bags and go somewhere else, okay? Which could be literally or figuratively. So some of you will be literally moving somewhere new. Others of you will be moving somewhere new more with like your spirituality, or moving into a career that's more suited for you, something like that, right? But absolutely, this is happening like soon. If not right now, it's happening very, very soon, because this door is open, a breakthrough is at hand, and get ready for new horizons. So Spirit is saying it's happening. So I hope you're ready. Okay. All right, what else? Oh, okay. So this is one of them. And, you know, I feel like this one too. Okay. So this card, oh, I love this. It actually says happy right here, and you have these two birds. Oh, something's coming together. This reminds me of a peacock, peacock feathers. And you see the heart here? I feel like your heart is back, your energy is back, your soul is back. Something within you is back. It's like you're ready to conquer the world. You're happy now. You've accomplished something, or you conquered something. And there's big changes coming up for you. Okay, so it says, happy, your future is bright. Your bliss is in your hands. Choose to affirm and celebrate the joy in your life. I free my happy heart. Yeah, there is a sense of freedom here. There's a sense of not letting anything hold you back anymore, or a sense of finishing something, and now you have finishing something, and now you have the ability to move on and do what it is that you want. So finishing a job, relationship, finishing school, and now you have the freedom to choose a job, you know what I mean? So something like that is going on. And so I feel like looking at this card, oh my gosh, hold on a second. Let me look at this again. Yeah. So you have this heart here, and look at this person is holding a heart. She's holding a heart in her hand here. So you're definitely following your heart as you go forward, and it's going to bring you a great sense of happiness and success. Look at this crown. Definitely you're going to be getting signs as far as how to move forward. I feel like there's going to be at least 3 big signs that are going to point to a particular direction, place, or a thing. And I just get the sense that with this return card, I get a sense that you're returning to your soul purpose, or you're returning to your soul path, or something like that. Okay, we have hope. Wonderful things can and do happen. Let your hope inspire your dreams and your actions. Believe in kind and marvelous magic. Hope empowers me to create a beautiful life. Absolutely. This really points me even further to that you're coming back to yourself. You have hope again. Remember I said some of you may have been really depressed. There might have been some event that really kind of took you down, and now you're coming back. You have hope. You're seeing possibilities for your future, right? Your future is bright. You're starting to feel happy again, and you're ready to move forward. Some of you may have gone through a divorce, a terrible breakup. Some of you may have lost a loved one who may have passed on, and there was this great sense of darkness, regardless what your situation was. And I'm just getting this great sense of healing from something and saying, okay, world, I'm back. And I'm about to step through this door. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Oof. I feel like these need to come out. Everything is lining up for pile number 3. What can you tell us, please? Okay. Set those there, and we'll start with these. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, I feel like you have your passion back. I feel like you're going forward. I feel like nothing can stop you. I feel like something stopped you here, and now you're back and you're going forward, and there's a great sense of transformation happening. I'm seeing something come into your life that's changing your life. Some sort of opportunity that's coming into your life. It could be a little unexpected for you. It's kind of like it sweeps you off your feet. It picks you up and it says, hey, we're going on this journey. And you're like, oh, okay. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But there's a sense of protection as you go forward. Yeah, see, and here you have the Fool card. There's absolutely a new journey at hand, a breakthrough at hand. You're coming back to yourself. You're feeling life again. You're feeling happy. You're feeling gratitude. You're feeling like you've been given a second chance. And there's something on your mind that you want to accomplish, something you want to do. I feel like you're just going to do it. I feel like you're going to throw caution to the wind, and you're just going to pursue something and see where it leads you. The 8 of Wands. Yeah, something is happening very quickly for you. Well, obviously, I think I said that before, because the door is open, a breakthrough is at hand, and get ready for new horizons. And Spirit is saying, absolutely get ready, because it's going to happen. And when it happens very, very quickly for you. Okay, very quickly. I feel like you're crossing over from something. Like you see the water here. So I feel like you're going from here to here or from here to here. You're like taking a leap of faith. You're jumping across. You're moving somewhere. You're making a big move, a big jump with your career, something like that. And I feel like there's a lot of growth that you can expect from this, a lot of potential, and I feel like this is just the beginning for you. Oh, interesting. So you have the Hierophant here. Very interesting. What is this card trying to tell us? Okay, it's starting to come through. Give me just a second because the details are slowly trickling in here. Okay. Okay. There's a divine calling that's happening in your life. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the whole picture. Okay, this is really cool. There's a divine calling. Something is calling you. Something's calling your spirit, calling your soul, calling your attention. Okay. This is the return. Okay. Something's guiding you. Something's pulling you. You're feeling a pull to do something different, a pull to go back to who you were, or revisit a passion that you've had. You know, maybe you had this passion before and you just kind of stuffed it down and you didn't pursue that passion because you were supposed to have a 9-to-5 job and you were supposed to do this and you were supposed to do that. And now you're saying, you know what, I'm going to break those rules and I'm going to pursue my passion. And I feel like there's something that triggered this. Something triggered this return to who you are, who you're supposed to be. And yeah, and I feel like everything is lining up for you to make this I want to say make this dream a reality. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there's something else that's like about to come through, but we'll revisit this as we go along. Yeah, this makes so much sense. The Eight of Swords. I feel like there, you know, when I look at the return card and I say there's like a return to yourself, a return to who you're supposed to be, there's something where it felt stuck, it felt stagnant, it felt depressed, or these are just examples, or it felt like kind of stale, like, I don't, you know, all of those things, any of those things, or anything that's kind of similar to that, where things weren't moving forward, and emotionally it was stagnant, and that's changing. It's absolutely changing for you. I feel for some of you, like, remember I said something triggered this whole thing? Something triggered this whole chain of events where at first it may have looked like nothing was lining up for you. It may have actually looked like everything was kind of falling apart for you. And for some of you, absolutely things fell apart. But, you know, sometimes things need to fall apart before they can come together. So I'm feeling if you had a moment like that, kind of like a Tower card moment, I'm feeling like that was absolutely to wake you up to what your true passion is, or to wake you up to something that would be much better for you. Because you felt stuck, but in reality, you actually were not stuck. It was fixable. It was, or is, if you're still here, it is possible to change this. It is possible to fix this. And your future is so bright, okay? This is not where you're supposed to be, okay? And if you're feeling hopeless or, you know, helpless or whatever, there is hope, okay? And you will be happy, okay? So just remember that. Yep, the Eight of Pentacles. So there's work to be done here, okay? I absolutely feel like for a lot of you, this has something to do with turning your passion, turning your hobby into a career, or pursuing a career that's more suited to your skills, that's more suited to your something that you would enjoy doing more than something you were doing before. For some of you, I just saw a flash of being an attorney, being a lawyer, and it being so kind of analytical and sitting at a desk and you know, reading through briefs and, you know, going through thousands of pages of paperwork. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people absolutely love that. But, and this is just an example, okay? And what I'm seeing is quite the opposite of that, okay? Where someone here with the Eight of Pentacles is doing something more creative, something more with your hands, or, you know, something like that, which is the complete opposite of going through page after page after page of case studies, right? And casework. And so some of you may have had a job like this where it was, you know, maybe you were doing what you loved or something like that, but you weren't making enough money. And so in that case, you could be switching more over to something more analytical, but it still includes this somehow, okay? Where there's kind of this mashup where you're making more money than you were before and things are just kind of coming together. So it could be the other way, right? It doesn't have to be the first way that I said, but whatever it is, for most of you, I feel like you're pursuing your passion somehow. If you're worried about, you know, can I pursue this? Can I make money? Absolutely. It may take a little while. It may take a little while for things to come together, but absolutely the money will follow. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting, you have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. What I'm feeling here, that you have the Fool card right here is a sense of determination, a sense of, you know what, I was over here in this kind of sense of darkness, this place where I felt lost, or I felt like I didn't know what my calling was, or I felt like I was just kind of going through the motions, and now I've broken free from that, and now I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move forward with determination. Nothing is going to get in my way again. I am back and I'm going after what I want. That's what I see with these three cards here. So there's definitely a breakthrough. There's change happening, and there is quick movement forward. The Five of Swords, wow, this is very powerful. Absolutely what I was saying earlier with finding yourself again, okay? Giving up on the fight, okay? So what I mean by that is some of you may have been in a relationship that was, you know, just literally like tearing your soul out of your body. Some of you may have been in a job like that, where it was just a sense of defeat, a sense of, I can't do this anymore, a sense of, you know what, I give up, I'm walking away from this, I'm going to walk away from you. You can win, I don't care, just leave me alone. Okay, so something like that. It could be job, relationship, it could be a sense of, you know, depression or hopelessness or anything like that. A sense of just being unhappy in your life. And finally you're saying, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to pursue something that makes me happy. I'm going to make it happen. I'm not sure how, with the Fool card. Not sure how exactly I'm going to make this happen and how it's going to work out, but I'm going to do it. Nothing's going to stand in my way anymore. That's the energy that I'm getting here. The Page of Pentacles. Absolutely. It could be a new job, a new way of thinking, moving somewhere, new horizons. There's so much hope here. There's so much excitement. And you know what happened here? So here I told you how it's like, okay, that's it. Enough. I'm walking away from this. It's too stressful. I don't want to do this anymore. And then what happens? Then you have the Page of Pentacles. So what I see here is, First of all these flowers coming to life here. So coming back to yourself, coming back to life, realizing that there's more to life than whatever this was here that kept you stuck. With the Five of Swords, I'm getting this energy of like something circling, so being on like a hamster wheel of something where you keep running and running and running, but you're not going anywhere. And it's like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And so here, there's definitely a sense of being absolutely dedicated to this and wanting it to happen like now. Like, I get this sense of empowerment saying, okay, I'm back. I'm not wasting any time. I have this idea and let's go. I'm starting it tomorrow. Okay. And so I feel like, yeah, it's going to take some research. It's going to take kind of trying this. If that doesn't work, try this, see if that works better. But there is a sense of determination here. I'm telling you, nothing is going to stop you and nothing is going to get in your way from you moving forward. Absolutely. And then here we have the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, you have these pentacles here, and, you know, especially the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. This is really pointing to something to do with your craft, okay? Whatever it is that you're good at, whatever it is that you have a really great interest in, and no longer letting anything stand in your way from you pursuing this particular thing, from you achieving your dreams. And I see you starting something. I see you putting in a tremendous amount of energy, a tremendous amount of effort. I see you perfecting your craft. I see people being interested in what it is that you have to offer. I see for some of you that this might be something a little bit unconventional, or, you know, something that other people might say, wait a minute, what are you doing? Or may say, wow, you're really going to take a risk, aren't you? And you're like, well, yeah, I am. See you later, kind of thing. and I see this happening pretty quickly. It's like I'm seeing where it's quick, but also kind of slow at the same time. So what I mean by that is I feel like when you start this, you have interest right away in what you're doing and you're good at what you're doing, but there's little things that you need to perfect, little things that you need to tweak. And the more you do it, the better you get. The better you get, the more attention you draw to you. And then there's word of mouth, and you know, this thing just kind of blossoms into something really, really big, because look at all of the growth, all the plants here. And the flowers, everything's blooming. So in order for this to happen, right, you have to have the right sunlight, the right amount of water, the right soil, all of those things. And that's what I see happening here. Everything is coming together. Everything's lining up for you. And yeah, everything just kind of falls into place. The Two of Pentacles. So with the, you know, so here you have another pentacle. First of all, I feel that as you move forward with this breakthrough at hand, okay, as you go to this new horizon, there could be certain times when you need to slow down a little bit to figure things out. But just remember this, okay? This is like my golden rule, is that slowing down sometimes will actually speed things up in certain circumstances. Meaning that with the Knight of Swords, sometimes you're going so fast just to get to your destination that sometimes you can miss things. So if you slow things down just a little bit and think about things and look at potential other options, or, you know, just things like that. That's just an example. You can actually speed things up because you won't run into little snags here and there, right? And so it actually becomes a smoother ride when you just slow it down just a little bit from time to time. That's all I'm just seeing that with these two cards here, okay? There's going to be like this flow of energy where things just start to appear in your life, and things start to balance out. Because remember how I said that things happen very quickly, but at the same time, it's kind of this slow progression, and that things will be noticed right away, but then it's like things start to trickle in, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and a little bit more, and then it kind of balances out for you. So the money will come in, okay, if this has something to do with money. Your emotions are going to balance out. You're going to feel more grounded, okay, because I feel like when you first get started with this, the excitement that you have in this sense of kind of freedom and return to yourself can sort of create a sense of being ungrounded for a brief period of time, because you're kind of throwing caution to the wind, saying, I'm just going to make this happen. I'm just going to spread my wings and fly. Okay. And then I feel that when you come back and you land, right, it's this perfect combination of energy where you're very, very well balanced. So to some people, it may look like risky or kind of a crazy move, but you know what you're doing. You're listening to your intuition. You're listening to your heart. Okay, which is the most important thing for you right now. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I love this. I absolutely love this for you. You are so dedicated to whatever it is that you're about to step into. You're going to make it happen. Okay, you are going to make this happen. I mean, look at this. You have this idea here. You take this chance, you go forward. You have this idea here with the Page of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Pentacles. And look at this plant, tree, whatever it is, the leaves in the Knight's hat. This is a great idea that you can grow, a great idea that's going to take you from one place to another. Like I talked about with the Eight of Wands, how you're kind of crossing from one place to another. It's going to happen quickly. And I feel like there might be, with the Two of Pentacles, there might be ebbs and flows in this. Like I said, how it happens quickly, you get recognized, but then things kind of trickle in from there. So what Spirit is saying is there's absolutely a breakthrough at hand. This is where you're supposed to be going. Everything is lining up for you, and it starts with this return to yourself, to this passion that you have, okay? And not allowing things to control your life anymore. It's like a losing battle with something, and letting go of this, and that's how you find yourself again, okay? Everything's lining up for this new journey for you. So I wish you so much luck, okay? If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.